Apple Family Reunion. Okay then, so this is gonna be the family reunion episode. So what, there's gonna be some old person stuck in their ways that isn't gonna like, what's it called? The Apple Family's farm thing, and they're gonna be like, nah, you can't do that. That's old people talk. You can't, you gotta be the new people. And they're gonna be like, no, we're gonna follow traditions. And that's gonna be the lesson. Again, not reading the description. I have no idea how accurate or far away I am from the actual plot. Though there's been like tons of episodes about the Apple family. Like what, there was that episode a few episodes back, it was about how there's a cousin from Manhattan, the terrible horse pun. There was like a whole group of them in the first episode, I think. There was that flashback in Cutie Mark Chronicles, and then I think there was a bunch of other ones too. So I don't know, this could be just an abomination of a million characters, or maybe it'll just be a cinematic masterpiece that deserves to be on the walls of every person in the entire world, because it's just that good. Or maybe it'll finally make me want to jump out a window. Who knows? Okay, so there's the Apple people. There's that horrible voice. Oh, so Babs is coming back, I guess. So there's a reintroduction of a character. This intro is still just so insufferable. Ugh. Okay, so what? She's offended that she's old? This conversation is so boring. There's nothing funny about this conversation or interesting. Like, it's just so slow and boring. I guess this is supposed to be something? This is so slow and boring. Oh my gosh. At least they're actually doing some level of like a flashback and showing, what happened in the stories they're telling, instead of just being like, they've been sitting here for so long. Okay, 7-legged race. Wouldn't it be a 6-legged race though? Like, why wouldn't they find both the front and the back? Whatever. Oh, those laughs are so awful. Like, what's the point in her saying, oh, I'm looking forward to this? It's just so... it's just so slow. Excluding the intro, it's been about 5 minutes, and they're just now, like, saying, okay, here, now we're gonna prepare for the reunion. This is where the cold open should have started. I guess that's like supposed to be a wholesome family moment. At least there was some level of like the characters interacting. Still really boring though. Why didn't they just make her get stung by bees? That would have been a nice visual gag. Okay, another boring ass montage. At least things are happening though. Like, I've noticed so many of these scenes are just the characters talking and nothing else. And they're just talking, doing shot, reverse shot. There's nothing like going on in the background or anything. I mean, it's not every shot, but it's like so many of them. Just like so little of interest. Like, look at that background. It was literally a green hill. Look at that. It's one color. Or it's like a faint gradient. Like that's the kind of thing I would make in like a basic graphics program. Not like a professionally produced show that you can see on TV. So what's like the conflict of this? Oh, so Applejack put too much together. And she's trying too hard to make everything amazing. What the fuck? This is so boring. Is this supposed to be a joke? Like, oh, it's so loud. It's so boring. Was that really a Wilhelm scream? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, is that just... Why include that? It's not even a funny joke to begin with. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. This is just the most basic baby thing. Like, is it just she needs to not make things so complicated?
For Awesome Reunion?
Yeah, she just said the plot. So this is not going to be relaxing at all. Also, every one of them has the most obnoxious fake accent. Like, it's every character is just this obnoxious voice. Like, it's not necessarily high-pitched, it's just so obnoxious. What? Rainbow bats? Fruit bats? Oh my god. Okay. It's taking what should be a 10-minute concept and just stretching it out into like this long, overly drawn thing. Like, this does not need to be 20 minutes. It's so obnoxious. And I mean, you could make it 20 minutes if you made it interesting. And there's the lesson. She made everything way too blah. You just made too big a deal out of it. Are they just gonna rebuild the barn? No. God damn it. It's like country horse music. I hate country music, and I hate this show, and I hate these voices. Oh my god. I think I actually have a headache now. I'm not kidding. I think I'm actually getting a headache. Like, not a major headache, but like, this is actually giving me a headache. Oh my god, this is so shit. There's these occasional moments of just like, okay, look, there's there's all the characters being all wholesome. Oh, there's the fucking letter again. Okay, so, your family's important. There you go. So fucking dumb. Ugh. I hate this show. Yet another boring, steaming pile of shit. Like, okay, so the plot of this one's extremely simple. The Apple family's having a reunion. Applejack is in charge of it, and she wants to make it this big, grand event, but then everyone just ends up being so caught up in all the dumb events she's making everyone do that no one's able to spend any time with each other. She learns that just spending time with her family, doing even simple things is good. So that's the episode. And see, here's the thing. As far as what actually happens in this episode is so unimportant and nonsensical. Well, not nonsensical, it's just so useless. There are just these endless scenes of just, oh look, here's these characters doing this thing, and then they're unhappy, and then these characters doing this thing, and they're unhappy. I mean, the first 5 minutes of this are basically just a cold open, stretched out into 5 minutes. And that could work if there was actually something happening, something interesting going on throughout the episode. Like, it's just so boring. So little actually happens, and it's mostly just a repeat of the same scene over and over again. There were like the occasional moments where the characters like kind of just slow down. They're like, oh yeah, we're a family. We're all important, and we like each other and stuff. We love each other, that kind of shit. But those moments don't feel earned, at least to me. I just feel like they're forced in there. Like, oh, we gotta make it seem like they're, a caring family or whatever. It's just such a slow and painful mess. It's honestly, it's more slow than anything. The only really painful part of this was, what's it called? The ending with that horrible song. There's just nothing that happens. And that's the problem. That's what makes it so boring. I give this a 3 out of 10. Just so unbearably boring. Like, goddamn. It's so stale at this point. It's like there's just, oh my gosh. Like, Adventure Time. The middle of Adventure Time, if I remember right, had a lot of episodes where nothing really happened, nothing was progressed in the story, but there were just these short, bizarre segments that it was able to carry itself just on its absurdity. But this can't do that. This show doesn't have that level of insanity. It's so basic and predictable. And I mean, again, look at the characters. What do they have? What do any of these characters do that's special about those characters? Nothing. It's absolutely nothing. You could replace these characters with any random people, and it wouldn't make any difference. I mean, seriously, what of any of these characters in this episode have any kind of unique attribute about them? Anything that makes them memorable? Nothing. I mean, like, okay, there's Applejack. What's her character? She cares about her family a lot, and she harvests apples. That's her entire character. What's Granny Smith's character? She has a dumb voice, and she's old. That's it. What's Apple Bloom? She wants a cutie mark, and that's it. What's Babs? She's the random cousin from the other place. There's no interest at all. There's no interesting relationships between the characters and the world. There's no interesting animation bits or scenes or jokes. I don't even think there was one joke in this episode. At least I can't think of any. I mean, there probably was. It just wasn't funny. It's just so awful.